Hello wealth creators. Can you believe we have began a new week already? We hope you have been following your dreams and putting in the work. Our goal with our Monday videos is to always motivate you and give you insightful secret codes which you can leverage to your own advantage if you choose to. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe for our weekly videos. Welcome to Golden Wealth Channel, the place where self-made billionaires come to get secret codes for wealth creation and personal advancement. Every Monday as you begin your week, we give you wisdom codes that enables you to begin your week with the end in mind. With that being said, let's get straight into today's video. Starting a new business is always nerve-wracking. However, by following this sensible advice, you can lessen your risks. It's difficult to get started, and it's by far the most challenging part of the journey. By the end of this Monday motivating piece, you'll have learned the most important suggestions and lessons that a decade in business has taught us. Here are 15 bits of business advice we wish we'd gotten when we first started out in business. 1. Start with the faulty version, but start now. There's a saying in Silicon Valley that goes something like this: if you're not embarrassed by your launch version, you launch too late. Perfectionism is a pitfall that many beginners fall into. The truth is that the sooner you get in front of your prospective customers, the sooner you'll realize what has to happen. Put an end to the absurdity, start immediately, get the ball going, and fine-tune as you go. 2. Everything is taken care of by sales. In business, nothing is more important than sales. What factors will influence your success? We want you to be aware of the following. At some point in their lives, every successful person has walked in your shoes. They're going through the same things you're going through right now, and they're concerned about the future. Every master was once a pupil. So we'd like to be the first tutor you've ever had. Make a list of your thoughts and decide where you stand. Your company's success or failure. Money is flooding in, indicating that there is a market for what you have to offer. You don't have a business unless you know how to sell, else, you're just doing something fun. Your website may be incomplete, and your packing may be insufficient, but none of this matters until you can persuade someone to pay you money. 3. Hire quickly and fire even faster. When we originally started up, we wanted to be personal friends with everyone we hired. We are aware of the situation. It's a very human action to take. The problem is that your friendship with your friends is very different from your relationship with your coworkers. We treat everyone with dignity and are always willing to help. We're available to assist them if they require assistance, but this is a company. Our agreement is that we will pay your compensation on schedule, and in exchange, you will complete the assignment as agreed. This differentiation is what allowed us to consistently deliver one of these pieces of content every day for so long. Our recommendation is to employ quickly, test them out, and determine if they fit into your company's culture. If they don't, you should fire them. You don't need to get caught up in your emotions when trying to achieve big things. There is a significant distinction between running a business and running a charity. 4. Consider this: what does my company do? Then concentrate on executing it to your greatest abilities. This entails determining: 1. How can you increase your product's quality? 2. How might the time it takes to manufacture or serve a consumer be reduced? 3. What can you automate or at the very least delegate? 4. How can I promote my product in front of more people who need it? That is your responsibility. They're all trying to figure out how to do these 4 things, from the smallest street vendor to the highest-ranking CEO. Avoid being distracted by glistening items. Take our counsel and behave like it. You're not in that business, you're in your business. 5. Increase your ambitions. We established a goal of $1 million when we first started out. This was the objective. We taught that if we could just achieve this one objective, our lives would be complete. It took us 7 years to get to $1 million from the time we started with less than $10 in our bank account, and you know what happened when we did. We didn't seem to have made it. Sure, the title is appealing, but we realized that our objective wasn't to make $1 million, rather, we wanted to feel financially secure, as if we had enough money to never have to worry about money again. We thought $1 million would fix the problem when we first started out, but we had to get there to realize it wasn't enough. So now we're aiming for $100 million, because why not? We now have money, knowledge, and power. Here's the takeaway. A significant objective takes between 7 and 10 years to achieve. So at the very least, make it a huge one. The difference between those who wish they had success and those who prepare for it is setting strategic goals and developing a framework for getting there on time. We put everything we've learnt on our way from 0 to 1 million. People were blown away by it, which is why we're keeping it under wraps. If you want to be notified when we reopen later this year, make sure you're on our email list. It will only be available for 1 week, so if you miss it, you may have to wait another 6 months. No one cares as much about your company as you do. You'll hire a bunch of people over time, and they'll all work hard, but no one has the same stake in the firm as you have. It's personal for you, but it's just business for them. You can't expect your employees to share your vision or have the same burning drive to expand as you do. This is true of persons who present themselves as experts and claim to be able to assist you in growing your business. Nobody knows your industry as well as you do. There will always be an unequal distribution of expertise and vision when you sit at a table discussing your business. Make a savings account for opportunities or rainy days. The organization should always have some cash on hand. You never appreciate the worth of money until you miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity due to a lack of funds. Consider the following piece of sound business advice. You should have a 6-month runway at the very least. This indicates that you have enough money in the bank to cover your rent and other expenses. This means you have enough cash in the bank to cover rent, utilities, and keep your employees employed for up to 6 months. As a founder, you'll be the last to get paid in a crisis, so make sure you've had some money set aside. 10. Make the most of your leverage. The concept of leverage and the use of multipliers is the most effective business advice we can give. This has been discussed previously, but it is a game changer. Multipliers help you grow your business. This is how it works. Assume you own a cookie company. People are a multiplier. Let's say you can bake 100 cookies every day by yourself. Someone is hired by you. You hire someone else who, while not as good as you, bakes at least 50 cookies every day. By delivering another one, you've just taken over as a baker. After the 2 employees have been paid, you're now putting in 0% of the baking time but collecting 100% from what's left. Machines multiply. You could be able to bake twice as many cookies at once if you upgrade to a larger, more professional oven. You can quadruple your output by utilizing technology. When it comes to websites, the internet's power is multiplied. In your actual store, you used to and still do offer cookies. You receive about 100 people into your shop every day. You have, however, developed a website and are now selling your cookie. But now you've set up a website and are selling your cookies across the country. You sell 3 times as many online as you do offline, and business is accelerating. Ideas multiply. You have an idea for a hilarious video one day. You make a TikTok page, make a funny video, and it becomes popular. You've just improved your website's sales by 30 times. When you combine all of them, you can use multipliers to swiftly expand your firm. 11. You're in the business of buying low and selling high, so crunch the numbers. It takes a long time, generally a few years, to realize you're in the buy low, sell high industry. Firm, no matter what it is in the buy cheap, sell high industry. It might be basic, such as items, or more complex, such as software or services. You're still paying someone to create code for a lower price than you're selling it for. The sooner you realize this is technically what your company is, the sooner you can start looking at the figures. How much does it cost you to deliver your product or service to your customer? How much do you want to charge for it? The second item on the list was, sales cures all problems. You, wealth creators, be sure to subscribe. If you loved this video, give us a thumbs up and let us know the topic you want us to cover in our next video.